Jonah.
Yes, Chief.
You know what you do? I think beer o'clock is finished. Give us the other 2 cocktails of last time.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, I think now we have done enough soft drinks. Can move to other things.
So I've just been talking to my friend. I told him, Chief, you know...
Oh, the Kenyan guy?
The Kenyan chap. And he told me, but Chief, really, she's not about to be my wife. She can become my ex. And life goes on.
Yeah.
You know?
He was not serious from the very beginning anyway.
Yeah. I mean, she'll become an ex. And then life goes on.
And this is now the discussion. The moment she becomes the ex.
Yeah.
Now, open sesame. It is now officially fair play.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Because this ex matter has been disturbing me.
Yeah.
When a guy, you have dated a chana, finished, you broke up, she has gone. She has moved on with another guy. She's now with Jackson Omolo, a big rugby player.
Very big. Even
guy.
the name Omolo.
However, every once in a while, this is my question. Can't you pick up the phone and say,
To your ex.
yeah. She's with the guy. You have even met the guy. You have introduced each other. I used to date this guy. Hey, okay. So every time he sees you, maybe he might even give you a bad eye or whatever. He knows, this guy was in my things. But they're serious. They could even be married, but I'll get to the marriage part later. But for now, they're just dating. You know the guy. You see him. When you greet him, you know that this is the guy dating my ex. Is it all right? And does it happen? And can you be able to get which says, do you think that channel will? We can start on personal experience and you can
No.
Set up.
Don't do this to me. My personal experience.
Yeah.
I call my personal experiences, boss.
No. But do you think you can pick up the phone and call and say, hi,
I have had.
What are you doing? What's up for today?
I have had. I read somewhere.
On a WhatsApp group.
To be very honest, once you've dated a woman, once you've had a relationship with a woman, and that relationship was even sexual, actually.
Like 99.9999%.
Exactly. The fact that it was a sexual relationship, a good relationship. Intimate relationship. Even if she moves on and you move on, your paths will cross again.
At some point.
Platonically. And chances are high that you'll also be intimately, physically.
Ensconced. I need to teach you that word. Ensconced.
Ensconced?
Yeah, ensconced is an English word for when you are bench pressed in a web-like structure. When you're just... You learn, don't worry. So yeah, your paths are bound to be...
You will meet again. Yeah. You will meet again. And yeah, you could possibly go back. Even if it's just to say, hey, what's up, boom, 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 and you move on again. Chances are there. Oh, yeah.
So here's my twist. What about if she be married though?
If she's married.
And you even play with the children. Hello, how are you? Then you wink at mommy. And the funny thing is, and this is, it's sad, but I'm told it happens. If your relationship, and for me, I believe that the possibility of it happening is directly proportional to how, one, deep your relationship with her was, two, how long it lasted. Because there are relationships that break up when you dated 3 months. Okay? She's still your ex, you dated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you did everything that normal married people do, for example.
Yes,
just didn't have children.
Yes.
However, there's relationships that could be 5 years.
Yes.
And in those 5 years, you met the parents. You attended family functions. You were there, you are a member of that home and vice versa.
Yes. Until you are ensconced.
Ensconced. No, say it. Ensconced.
Yeah.
If you are ensconced in the family, in that woman's life, and then for whatever reason, you break up, that ensconcement is going nowhere. You will look at this guy, remember those fantastic times, in ideally what would have been your prime, by the way.
True that.
Each other's prime.
Yes.
Now you're a mother, all you think about is bills, diapers, The moment you look at this guy who reminds you of that prime time of your life, and vice versa, you could also be married. But the moment you look at that ex, things change. Because in your mind, that was probably questionable, but probably happiest time of your life.
Yeah.
Probably questionable. You could be happier now for whatever reason. This person makes me happy, she understands me. We used to fight a lot, but now,
So basically, can you go back to this person and have something intimate even though she's married because of that inconsummation?
Of that time. No, it's not for just making up words.
Instrumentation, is not it? Of the past, instrumentation.
Yeah. But because of that union that you had, that bond that you had. And now please note, there are people who go through 5 months, and in those 5 months, they move from 0 to 100. 0 to 100. They do what many couples haven't done in 6 years. They do it in 5 months.
Yeah.
Even them, the chances are the same as the other guys of 5 years.
Again, it comes down to human...
Because we have a friend who proposed in 3 months.
True.
And in those 3 months, he had met the families, proposed.
Yes, look, it can happen. It can actually happen because you have a relationship with that person. Due to what you said in terms of this web-like structure.
Yeah.
You
that
are
bond.
part... Yeah, that bond. That intimate...
And even though, because normally say was baby mama drama is because you have that bond, you have a child together.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yangwa. Hey, Jonah, you make some of the very best cocktails. My way.
I thank you.
Twins consummatization.
Yeah, man.
That word, eh? What is the meaning again?
Bench pressed in a web-like structure. Then you are just...
Say, Jonah, what is the word again?
I can't.
No, you just said the word that you had. What was it?
You leave me alone.
Jonah Mute. So
it's possible. Look,
if, and I said, sometimes people base it on the duration of the relationship, the intensity. The reason why most people say baby daddies and the baby mama drama normally can't work with baby mama. This thing what we're talking about normally doesn't work with baby mama drama is because father and the mother of child break up badly.
Yeah. There's
9 times out of 10, it's always chikonde. So to go back and get goods from baby mama or baby daddy is hard. Baby daddy for him, you can always allow, by the way.
Yeah, standard.
As a guys, we have that problem.
Yeah.
But that's also, now for them, they use the child as the bond. We have a bond.
This is our mutual connection
path. But when you remove the child and say, what was it about our union that brought us together?
You see it in movies. And I'm going to use movies as an example. You see it in movies. Broken up, but there's still that thing, they go back.
They meet at the Christmas party.
They meet at the Christmas party, things like, And in movies, these things also happen in real life. They do happen in real life. It's wrong. It's very wrong, especially when the person is married. It is wrong on all levels.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Oh, yeah.
But
it's actually unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. But my guy.
It happens.
It happens.
And one of the reasons it will happen is because we all know marriage is not a bed of roses.
Oh my, there are many thorns in a bed. In a mazongo to bed. Mulimu thorns.
And because of that, so that then becomes your, do you rather go to a place of solace with a brand new person who you've never known in your life or somebody who already knows your flaws? And that's the X. So when you're doing the mathematics, especially as you get older, you're like, I have no time for these young people. These young girls who I have to start buying airtime for, but leave alone. However, this ex of mine, irrespective of the situation she's in, already gets me.
And by the way,
already knows my entire body structure.
And they know exactly
when I fart, how it smells. I don't have to pretend. You understand? So it's a lot easier to just not like that. It's a lot easier to say, but how is it?
And also that there's the issue of the sexual aspect of the relationship can be so intense. The rest can be just rubbish. It doesn't work. But there was that sexual connection that is just for wild. And between the two of you, I don't like you. You don't like me.
The reason we can't get along is because we'll kill each other.
Yes, but guy, there, let's have our 30 minutes.
When a business transaction has gone very well and you look into the other guy's eyes and says, well done.
Thank you very much.
Says, you have done a good job on this thing. You're counting the money here. That's how you are when you're finished with that
channel.
Much. You look at her and say, that's the one.
Oh, Charlie.
Boko. And the moment that is there,
Yeah.
If you have that kind of relationship with that Chana, I can guarantee you, and I'm sorry to say this, I'm very sorry to say this, I'm just speaking, that if you have that kind of sexual connection, it's very sad that you could get married to Idris Elba and have beautiful children and live in a mansion. But if she lands on that guy in a corner at midnight, Chigenzi,
So should
be very sure. And by then she will not call the guy again, they will not talk, they will not even have WhatsApp messages, nothing.
all right. So let me
But
ask
it
you.
will be a typical physical moment. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, never call me again.
So you as a spouse, you've got your wife, or if you're the wife, you've got the husband, and the ex is there. Should you be worried of this person who your partner used to have a relationship with? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I
Should
do.
you then be like, hey, on a guy wali, it's a problem? Would you be upset? Would you want them not to be at family functions? Would you want them not to be at gatherings?
Here's the thing, guy. Should you be worried? No. However, you not being worried will not change anything if anything is going to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whether you are there or not, if something was going to happen, it will happen. Because tomorrow when you're not with her and she meets that guy, if something is going to happen, it's going to happen.
But don't do it in my face, goddammit.
Hey, okay.
Don't do it in my face. If it's going to happen, let it happen. Don't do it in my face. Don't disrespect me to that level.
Fair
Let's
enough.
together.
Fair enough. By the way, for the record, my concept of cheating has always been respect me enough for me not to know. You understand? Cheating, in my opinion, is going to happen whether you like it or not. Move on. It's going to happen.
Get
over it. But respect me enough for me to, one, never find out. Two, not do it in my face. In other words, the love that you have for me should be in such a way that I never find out. Because what I don't know can't hurt me. You understand? So, if you're going to do it, one, protect yourself for our sake. Two, make sure I never goddamn find out.
Such that when I am in people, I
See,
they're not
Musiru.
there, I just there and people looking at her going, never
Bambi. Aina bana?
yeah.
Nori. So again, so if, of course, definitely not in your face. I agree with you there, 100%. But if you are going to then start being worried that every ex your person has had, and then now you see in the vicinity, my guy, you won't sleep. Because every one of those could be the potential, what we call it, kryptonite. The one that breaks her. And maybe one of them really is. And maybe one day they will meet and they will wham bam, thank you ma'am. But you cannot, for the love of God, because that's how relationships start breaking. Because then it gets to your head. Then you get paranoid. Then every time you start seeing an ex, you start saying, we go home.
So in other words, what you're saying is let the guy come or let the woman come, your ex.
Yeah.
Let them come.
Let them be there.
Let them be there.
And move on with your life.
But be courteous enough, be
Responsible.
and respectful enough.
Respectful.
When you go to your things here,
If you're going to do them anyway. I'll never know. I'm not with you 24/7. So you're going to do it, you're going to do it. So what I'm saying is, if you as the husband or the wife decide that for every ex that comes, we are then now going to start getting malaria, you will be in a space where madam has gone home, she said I'm coming at 9, then she comes home at 11, and you have gone nuts in your head, malaria has come. And yet it was an honest thing. Hi, what happened? Janice came, bought another bottle of wine, so we drank it. And I'm here.
what does that mean? What does that mean though? When I get married? When I get married, which I am, then the fact that, look, we all know in relationships things are going to happen, but if one is so easily taken in by what they had in the past and allow it to come back into the future, in the present, I have no idea what I just said, but it made sense.
Yes, and I know what
it's a problem.
Yeah, but don't make it a problem. That's what I'm saying. Don't let it be a problem, you, the man or the wife. An ex is an ex. Treat them as such. Know about it, and it stops there. Don't ask for details, because that will break your heart. Don't ask for how the relationship was, why you broke up. Details.
But now when I see my wife talking to her ex in a public setting, they don't try to hide it, by the way.
Yeah.
They're there. You're like, Heart is beating, you're popping.
Yeah, that's when you say, send a message, we go home. The child is sick.
Yes, but we don't have a child. Yes, but they are sick nonetheless. Let's take it.
But there's nothing you can do about that, guy, because they are exes. Everybody has an ex. Everybody has an ex, and everybody had a relationship with that ex. So you're not going to sit in your small cocoon and then start saying, hey, it's okay, forget about it. I'm going to live alone. I'm going to, you cannot go out. You can't live your life like that, guys. We live in a normal society. Normal society means you will go, you will fight about that ex and say, okay, fine, please don't hug him like that. It makes me uncomfortable. If she's a serious person, she will honor your request. Case closed. You understand? But if you're a guy who says, you know what, do what you're doing, you also move on. Even me, when you see me with my ex, don't date it.
So basically, you do you,
I do me, chigwe.
Chigwe.
Or if you get to the point where you're like, that makes me uncomfortable, then you also say, even you, when I see you with Janice, can you please, munyambe? Let's agree that this has to have a boundary. But the question is, if, and this is back to our discussion, if that point where you and your ex had that bond, let me tell you, it takes Jesus himself to break it. Or you leave the country. And couples have left the country.
Why?
Ekatunywe.
It's a hard paper anyway.
But Jonah, you are a good job. You're a good man. Very well done. Yeah. Nay what?
Nothing. Marcus, me, I've got to go home.
Yeah. I think it's been a good day. So, sir, what we have agreed today is that don't bother with the elections, leave the girl alone, and the ex is an ex.
Period.
When you've moved on.
Period.
Ex about ex.
Why?
My girlfriend is my girlfriend when I brought her to you, guy. And don't bother with elections in this region. Finish. Wait, whose round was it next? I bought the last one.
No.
Yes.
No. Jonah.
I this last cocktail. Who asked you for?
We shall set that out after. I have a quick challenge for you. So this challenge is going to win you free beers. Yeah, how about that?
As in you're buying for us?
You're buying for it.
If I lose, I buy for him.
Yes.
If he loses, he buys for me.
He buys for me.
Okay. You'll get it.
And if you guys lose, you buy for me.
Another round for you.
Says the barman.
Benefit.
So he's going to pick the most expensive drink in the bar. That's the one I want.
So we'll buy you another round if we lose.
Yeah.
So it is going to be a quick one.
Okay.
Mathematics.
Yes.
At its best. Now, let's assume all this.
That's 5 plus 5 plus 5.
Yes, 3 5s equals to 550.
Yes.
You got it?
But it doesn't. So I'm not going to.
Yes.
No, I've got it. He has said 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 5, 5, 0. And that is a line. It's not equal to that.
Now,
it equals to 50.
to get this, you just need to use a line. I don't care how long it is. I don't care, but just one line.
Yes,
just
yes. And we can put it anywhere?
Anywhere to get this.
5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 550. That is a
Yes.
lie.
That's a lie.
It is not a lie.
So now we can put
Can I put it however many times?
just
No,
once on either side, anywhere basically, either this side or this side.
No, here. This side.
5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 550, and all I can do to make
So
that
this
right.
is the
All I
whole
can,
summation.
Yes.
It totals to this. So
and all I have is a dash to make this equal that.
exactly. And that's where I get my round.
Anang.
Isn't this right?
That is a hard paper. You know what? Never mind.
We are buying booze.
So should I say?
Okay, no. You know what? As this man is trying to figure out this thing, guys, make sure you catch us on NBS Always every single Wednesday. Also on our social media platforms. You can go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, which is at Another Round UG. Very simple. Every Wednesday, NBS Always. Now let me get Mike around. Mbabudi buy him around. He's lying.
So
wait, Marcus. Jonah,
I've answered it.
No, should I show you how it's done?
Sure. That's why, Jonah, if you can do it, then you're
Show us.
a liar.
Okay.
Hey, 5 plus 5 plus 5. Where does the mic?
How about this? How about that?
You
Does it
thug.
make sense?
You put the line here.
Does it make
on the
sense?
4. Mean the plus A4
So when you add it up,
equals 550.
I'm not buying you
My
anything.
beer,
I'm not
please.
buying you anything.
thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the support.
You know what? Me, I support good thinking. I'll buy you another round.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're a hard guy. Never think it's innocent.
It's like you deal in taxi guy. What do you do when you live here?
You bring another round for everybody, boss. That's a good one, huh?
Beers, cocktails.
Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These ones are not pure.
This is
My cab is outside.